Welcome back to the Clout Autopsy, the channel where we break down fame, power, and the moment it all falls apart. Before we get into this one, make sure you like the video, comment your thoughts, and subscribe if you rock with real stories about real consequences. Today's autopsy is on Sean Diddy Combs, once one of the most powerful figures in hip-hop, business, and culture. Now, a name surrounded by lawsuits, disturbing footage, and a downfall nobody saw coming. Let's get into it. At one point in time, there was no bigger power move in hip-hop than getting a call from Sean Diddy Combs.
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
Signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
We're going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you wanna do? What you wanna do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang with some girls.
This wasn't just a rapper. This was a kingmaker. If Diddy stood next to you, your career changed overnight. He wasn't just in music. He was music, business, fashion, liquor, media, and influence wrapped into one name. Bad Boy Records didn't just drop hits. It defined an era. Biggie, Faith Evans, Mace, 112. Later on, artists like The Lox, Total, and more. Diddy didn't just sell records. He sold a lifestyle, luxury, power, boss mentality. Ciroc vodka became the drink of the culture. Sean John clothing was in every mall in America. Revolt TV gave him a media voice. Private jets, billionaire conversations, presidential access. Diddy wasn't chasing the American dream. He redesigned it. But behind all that champagne, all those yacht parties, and all those smiles for the camera, there was another story forming in the shadows, and eventually the shadows came to light. For years, rumors followed Diddy, whispers, industry talk, people saying things quietly, never on record, stories about control, stories about intimidation, stories about what really happened behind closed doors. But in the music industry, silence is currency, and fear keeps people paid. That silence shattered when Cassie, Diddy's former partner of over a decade, decided to speak. Her lawsuit didn't just accuse him of being toxic. It accused him of abuse, control, violence, and coercion over many years. The details were disturbing. The allegations were graphic. And the picture painted was nothing like the polished mogul image the world knew. Shortly after, the lawsuit was settled. Some thought that would be the end of it. It wasn't. Because then came the video. Security footage that the public was never supposed to see. Footage that didn't need a lawyer, a press release, or a spokesperson. Just raw reality.
The new video appears to support some of the accusations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
We want to warn you that this video you're about to see is extremely graphic. The surveillance footage that was captured inside of a Los Angeles hotel in 2016 allegedly shows Combs assaulting then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hallway. A now settled lawsuit filed by Ventura claimed that she was trying to leave the hotel after a drunken Combs punched her. The video appears to show Combs chasing her down the hall, throwing her to the ground, and then repeatedly kicking her. So far, there's been no comment from Combs or his attorney.
The video allegedly shows Diddy chasing Cassie down a hotel hallway, grabbing her, dragging her, kicking her as she tried to leave. No music, no edits, no spin, just power and violence. When that footage surfaced, everything changed. This wasn't rumor anymore. This wasn't he said, she said. This was documented. And once that door opened, more people walked through it. More lawsuits followed. More accusations. More alleged victims. More stories that all started sounding eerily similar. Suddenly, the industry that once protected him began distancing itself. Brands started pulling away. Partnerships went quiet. Executives stopped returning calls. The same people who toasted with him on yachts now pretended they never knew him. Because power only lasts as long as the protection does. And Diddy's protection cracked. Federal investigations reportedly followed. Homes were raided, electronics seized, questions asked that nobody could dodge. The walls closed in fast. The man who once moved freely between penthouses and private islands found himself facing something money couldn't buy his way out of: accountability. Eventually, Diddy was taken into custody and is currently being held while facing serious charges connected to these allegations. No stages, no flashing lights, no champagne, just steel bars, concrete walls, and time to think. For a man who controlled everything, this was the ultimate loss of control. Hip-hop has always been about truth, and sometimes the hardest truth is realizing that legends are human, and humans can fall. The rise was legendary. The fall was public, and the consequences are real. This isn't about cancel culture. This isn't about gossip. This is about actions, evidence, and people finally being heard. And as this case continues to unfold, one thing is clear. The era of silence is over. This is the Clout Autopsy, and we out of here.